Alright, good day everybody. Welcome back to today's leadership training lesson. Today we're going to be sharing with you about one of the laws of leadership. It's very important. It's called the law of influence. So are you ready? Alright my friends, let's get started. Today's lesson, we're going to talk about the law of influence. Now, what is the law of influence? If you want to be a leader, okay, number one rule is you need to be able to influence other people. If you cannot influence other people, you will never be a great leader. And some of you may be thinking, what do I mean by being a great leader? If you're thinking like, okay, if you're the boss of the company, that does not mean that you're a great leader. Or you're the principal of a school. No, that does not mean that you're a great leader. So your position doesn't make you a leader. It's not the position that makes the leader. It's the leader that makes the position. You may ask me, Dennis, who's the real leader then? Alright? The real leader, guys, think about it. The real leaders, they have tons of followers. Many followers. And these followers will follow the leader because of that leader's influence on them. And it doesn't matter how much leverage the leader has. What do I mean by leverage? Imagine if you're the boss of your company. The only reason people are following you could be because you're paying them their salaries and because you're in that position where you're the boss, where you command people. Or maybe you're in the military, you're the general or you're a captain, and you're using your rank as a leverage to command people. But that does not mean that you genuinely have influence over them. People who follow you have to follow you because of their own decision, because you are able to affect their decisions and they want to follow you willingly, not because of your leverage. Here's the key, write this down. The proof of leadership is in your followers. People must follow you out of their own free will, not because you command them to. Now I'm going to share with you the 7 keys of the law of influence. Key number 1 is character. True leadership begins with the inner self. People care about what kind of person you are. They care about your character. They care about your beliefs. They care about your values. Right? They care about how you treat people, what you do every day, how you live your life, how you treat your family. That defines you as a person. And people will be looking at you from outside and they will be judging you by your character. So you must have a strong, positive character in order to be a good influencer and influence other people to trust and follow you. Now, key number 2 is relationships. Okay, now you must be able to build strong relationships with your followers. Not just command them to do things, but be able to command their respect and command their trust, so that when you say something, when you ask them to do something, especially if they are not doing it for money, right, you are able to influence them to get out of their comfort zones and give their time, their money, their effort to contribute to whatever that you're doing. Then you are a great leader that can influence people. Now, key number 3 is your knowledge. Of course, if you're the smartest person in the school, you're the professor, you're the senior teacher or whatever, right? People respect you because of what you know, okay, because of your knowledge. If you're smart, if you're very knowledgeable, people will look up to you and ask you for advice. That's why whatever industry that you're in, be it in your business, in your sales or whatever, right, your profession, you have to become the expert. So when people ask you a question, you know what to answer and you always seem to know more than them. And that's why they'll be looking to you for advice on whatever they do. And when you say something, they immediately look up to you like you are the expert. And they'll always be believing you, saying that this guy knows more than me, that's why I should listen to him, that's why I should trust him, and that's why I should follow him or her. Alright, that's why this is the power of your influence over others with your knowledge. Key number 4 is intuition. Okay, a leader is not just about being able to do things or being able to command people, right, or just follow a system. Systems or what we call managers, right? Managers of systems are just able to keep the system running or keep the company or keep the organization, your daily tasks running in a smooth way, right, following a certain direction. But leaders are different. Leaders are people who can react very quickly before a situation happens. Leaders are people who can even predict or already know before a certain situation is going to happen, and that's what we call intuition, right? And even when situations happen, leaders are able to quickly react, quickly adjust to the situation, go and work with people to correct any mistakes, or correct any directions of the organization, and guide the people on the right direction, okay, guide the people to the right place. And that's why leaders are respected for their ability to have that intuition, where when others cannot sense that trouble is coming, leaders already know that something wrong is going to happen, and they're already taking action right away. Key number 5 is experience. Okay, nothing beats experience. There's an old saying, if you do something over and over again for at least 10,000 hours, you're gonna become the master of that art, or the master of that profession, of that skill. Okay, and because you have so much experience, people know that you are able to perform better than them. People know that you are someone that they can look to, right, for guidance. Okay, and you're like the role model because you've already gone through it. You've already walked the walk. You talk the walk, you walk the walk. Okay, you walk the talk. Okay, and you've already gone through, right, what others are still trying to learn. Okay, so you have more experience than them, and experience is really key to being an influential leader. Because when you say something, people know that you know what you're talking about. Key number 6 is your past success, or what we call your track record, okay, or your resume. Alright, so when people know that in the past you've already proven yourself that you are able to do well in whatever that you're doing, it's sort of like a immediate influence to people, an immediate credibility that people know, yes, this guy has done it, this guy has gone through the difficult part, and he's already successful. And all this success record, track record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is all clearly publicly available information that people can see. And from there, before they even meet you, they already have a certain respect for you and a certain trust relationship with you. And therefore, when you come out and you try to say something to influence them and ask them to follow you, they know you're the expert. They know you're the successful person. Okay, so the old saying is, success attracts success. Okay, or success breeds success. Alright, so if you're already successful in what you're doing, okay, you will be a very powerful influencer. Alright, the last key, the 7th key and the most important key is your ability. Right? And the reason why ability is so important is because people want to know that you are someone who can lead them to victory. Okay, your ability, your capability is much stronger than them. In fact, it must be the strongest, okay, amongst you and your team. So with your ability, with your skills, with your talents, with your character, with everything that I've mentioned before this, your knowledge, your intuition, everything combined is your ability. And people know that you are the man that's going to lead them to the promised land. And that's why it's so important to always improve and up your abilities, so that you are able to prove to people that you can lead them and you can lead them to where they want to go. Okay, so listen to this quote by Harry Overstreet. He says, the very essence of the power of influence is to get other people to participate. Alright, and the key is you are able to get other people to participate without any leverage of money or rank or commanding position. That is why you are a great leader. Okay, so think about this. If you're in a volunteer organization, like a charity organization, like a church, okay, like some sort of a foundation, where people are there to give back to society and work, right, and spend time and their precious money without having a leverage, without having a salary, okay, they are going there out of their own free will. That is the best place to test your leadership capabilities and to test your law of your influence, right? Because if you're able to influence other people to spend their time, effort, and money on whatever mission that you're doing, whatever task that you're doing, whatever goal that you're set to achieve, okay, for free, that is the ultimate test of your level of influence. Alright guys, so in summary, okay, listen to this powerful leadership quote. It says, "He who thinks he is leading but has no followers is only taking a walk. Okay, so this is very, very true, right? The ultimate measure of whether you are a great leader, whether you're able to use the law of influence well, depends on how many people you can influence to follow you whenever or whatever you need them or whatever that you're doing. Okay, so ask yourself this question today. If you say that, hey, I'm going to start a new business, hey, I'm going to start to do something new, how many people can you influence immediately by making a phone call? Can you ask them to follow you immediately in whatever you are doing or whatever direction that you're going? That is the key. So ask yourself that question. If you ask yourself and you said, yes, I can influence 10 people, congratulations, that's a great start. If you say, I can influence 100, 1,000, 10,000 people, wow, you are a fantastic and a great leader. So guys, I hope you like this video. If you like what I shared today, click on the like and subscribe button. Go to my website dennisbayway.com. As usual, subscribe to my email newsletters, my free training, get my free book, and I hope to see you at the top.